Hi, it's Cindy. I'm getting ready to make Steve from Serious Keto's baked potato soup using the baked potato Keto Chow. I'm also going to use it to make a casserole, and along with turnips, I'm going to use some radishes, which I've used for potatoes before, and they're amazing. And I'm going to dice up some ham, because I'm going to make a ham and potato au gratin casserole. So I've got to cut up the turnips, the radishes, get those on to boil. I have a pot of water on the stove. I hope you can see it right there, getting ready to start boiling soon. And I have my casserole dish over on the side there, and just gotta go cut this stuff up. Sliced turnips are going to be for the au gratin casserole, and these chopped diced turnips and radishes are going to be for the baked potato soup. The turnips will go in prior to using the immersion blender, after they've softened, after I've boiled these, and these would just be put in afterwards. If you've never tried radishes as potatoes, they taste nothing like a raw radish, and I like them both, but it's amazing how it changes the flavor. There's the ham all diced up, and I sliced some of it right here. There's slices that Brian and I will definitely eat. Ham we don't have often, but this is really a good flavor. And just wait for the water to boil those things, and then we'll get started making the soup and layering the au gratin casserole. So in this pot, I have melted down the butter, the cream cheese, put the diced turnips in, and getting ready to mix in This is 2 packs of Keto Chow because I doubled his recipe. And I also put some xanthan gum in with this that he recommends to thicken it. And depending on the xanthan gum, you mix it with the dry ingredients, it disperses better, it doesn't clump up. So that's what I've done. And back here in the bowl are the radishes that have been boiled that I'm going to add later on when we're ready to eat some soup. And I'll show you as I put the au gratin together after the soup is all done, minus the radishes. There's the consistency of that soup. It's pretty thick, which is amazing. So I'm gonna hold some out that we're gonna taste just as soup when our dinner's ready later on. But now I'm gonna assemble this au gratin ham and potatoes with this soup. Okay, first I'm gonna put half of these supposed potatoes in my casserole that has been sprayed with avocado spray. And this is just me and Brian eating, so, you know, I'm going to spread these out sparingly. So I got enough for another layer. And then half of the ham, which I diced up. And on this plate I have Gouda and medium cheddar. So I'll put half of that on. Can't have too much cheese as far as we're concerned. And then I put a layer of soup on top and repeat the layers. And it bakes for an hour and 10 minutes at 350. That I looked up a recipe, just a generic recipe for ham and potatoes au gratin. And that's what it said, so that's what I'm doing. And there's the soup. And we did take a taste of it. It is really good. Steve knocked this one out of the park. Same way with his pecan sticky bun. Now it's just another layer. The second layer. And so I use some of these turnips in this. So there's that. And the rest of the ham. And the rest of the cheese. I think I'm gonna put the sauce and put the cheese on top, or the soup in it first. And then I'm gonna top it with some pork panko crumbs. And then I'm gonna cover the soup to heat it up later. Add those radishes to it. When I heat it up. In a couple days I'll be using the cream of mushroom soup with a couple recipes, as well as just trying the soup as is. The soup I made just the way Steve does. So like I said earlier, I'll link that to the description of the video where he shows himself making the potato soup. And that's his. These are his babies. This isn't. This was my idea after talking to my sisters. Like, ooh, what do I do? What do I do? And au gratin always was good. So I thought, it can't hurt to try. So there's that. Topped it with pork panko. Now I'm going to cover it with foil. And there's my oven ready to go, just in time. So I'll show you when it's done. This ham and potato au gratin just came out of the oven. As you can tell, it is bubbling. I'm just gonna let it sit. We have another couple hours before we're gonna eat. There's the finished product plated up. As it sat, it thickened up. And this is the ham and potato au gratin made with baked potato soup Keto Chow. Keto Chow potato soup and the au gratin is what's for dinner. And man, it looks good. So my guinea pig is going to try the au gratin and the potato soup that I made with the Keto Chow baked potato. Thanks to Steve from Serious Keto. Go ahead, hon. So I had to put the plate in the microwave to heat that up. So it just kind of melted everywhere, but it looks and smells good.
It is good. Cheesy.
Tastes like ham and potatoes au gratin?
Yep.
Does it?
Get that texture to it.
Nice.
Creamy and smooth. And hammy. Oink oink.
And hammy.
Oink oink.
Now, how about the soup?
Definitely smooth, creamy.
Potato soup?
Yeah.
You taste
there.
potato?
Yep. A little bit on the radishy side, but it's still good. Tastes like a potato.
Well, it was my choice to put some radishes in it, but usually it doesn't taste like raw radishes, right?
No. Nope.
Alrighty. Now it's my turn. Alright, so I'm going to try this. This was made with the turnips, the au gratin. I've got turnip and ham and cheese. That is all day au gratin that I remember from back in the day. Wow, that is good. Now I gotta try the soup. There's turnips crushed up in here that I use the immersion blender on, but there's also the radishes that I used to add to the soup. Wow, that's really good.
Starting to feel like we're eating at a 5-star restaurant.
It's nice and creamy. It's so good. Now I really don't miss potatoes. Thank you so much. Now we gotta go eat. Hi, you just finished watching what I had made with the baked potato Keto Chow. This stuff is ridiculously good. Today is Saturday. I recorded that on Friday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna record what I'm gonna do with the cream of mushroom soup. So be on the lookout for that video. It will be coming out in the next day or two. I would say, I don't know how many of these they have available, but if I were you, I would definitely get on there and get some. My link description of this video, I would definitely jump on board. I've ordered mine. Clicking on my link will save you 10% across the board, except on subscriptions, which are already discounted. But these are not available in subscriptions, but definitely grab them because they are really, really good. Steve from Serious Keto did a great job on these flavors, just like he did with pecan sticky bun. I can't say it often enough. Thank you so much, Steve, Chris, and Miriam, for all that you do. Have a good day.